That'll do it to you.
In the weather. All right, all right, all right, man. We on, brother.
Oh, hey, can you hear the music?
I can't hear no music.
What about now?
I can't hear nothing.
Uh,
I'm jealous and upset.
well, let me see if you can hear it this way. Can you hear it this way?
Can you let me see? Mm-mm.
What about
Nope.
now? No?
No,
Okay.
nothing. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
What about now?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right. There it goes. Well,
Yeah,
there's
we
that.
we did that. We fighting all kind of challenges
This evening,
this
brother,
evening.
brother
All
Bucky.
right. Hey everybody, welcome to Is It Wednesday Yet? And the answer is it is. We kind of got an open forum. There was a video we would have liked to have shared, but we're going to talk about the topic. I know, and Knox is enamored with these sayings, and if you hadn't seen it, then this will definitely motivate you and get you to go out and take a look at it. So Knox, there's a cat. No pun intended. Okay, pun intended. So I know you, Knox, you seen the video with Cat Williams on Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp, right?
Man, there's a few of them videos circulating. It seems like that. I gotta watch that interview tonight because I ain't gonna lie, that interview seemed like it's going ham.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm glad you grabbed that because I was like, you're not on. There you go. Yeah, we got the alien in the background. Everybody,
First of all, that's Grogu. Don't disrespect Grogu like
man. I
an
mean,
alien. That's Grogu.
so I can't. So what is Grogu actually then?
Is he's from a character from the Mandalorian. We don't just call him
He
an alien. No, he got a
talk
name,
about outer space. You mean?
bro. You know what I'm saying. You ever call Yoda an alien?
No, I call Yoda Yoda.
Exactly. So that's Grogu. See my point? You
I
stupid.
don't know Grogu. I know Yoda, but I don't know Grogu. So
That's
since I mean, he just popped in on the screen, I was just like, look at the alien.
Grogu. Don't be disrespectful.
I mean, now that I know his name is Grogu, I'm gonna call him Alien. I mean, I didn't mean no
since
harm. I didn't mean no harm,
originally,
but it got feisty. I mean, does he
you
know how to
know,
fight like Yoda?
yeah, he actually is just as gangster, just the baby
Okay, well, Grogu, you say is the
version.
name?
Grogu, baby,
Grogu, it'll
Grogu,
be because I'm not trying
Grogu.
to. I didn't see Yoda do his thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Grogu
I
get down.
almost mimicked it, but I'll never
They
live that
all, they
down.
all, they all use the force, baby. They all use the force.
So, man, what? So I know it. There. Listen, the whole interview is like 2 hours long,
For
but
sure.
he covered some key elements. But what was it that that
So we do or we don't got the clip, just so I
no,
know.
we do not have the clip.
Okay, no
So
problem.
yeah,
So in the clip that I saw that I wanted to show y'all that I'm sad that we can't show y'all, and I'll find a way to tag y'all in it so you can see what I'm talking about.
yeah,
But he makes huge reference to Cedric the Entertainer, and
and a few
um,
others, and a few others.
yes, but predominantly he
Cedric.
makes he makes in this particular clip he makes
Hmm.
reference to um, Cedric essentially stealing a joke from him.
Hmm.
Now I'll be honest with you. Um, I believe I know what joke he's talking about. Um, Now I've never seen Cat Williams do the joke. You know what I'm saying? If I know the joke he's talking about. Um,
So let's do this. What joke is it that you think that he's referencing?
so there's a joke Cedric does at the end of Kings of Comedy where
Right,
he talks about black people parking their cars and having to turn their music down.
right.
And he's saying that in the future, even if brothers is driving a spaceship, they're gonna have to turn a radio down when they park.
Right.
Um, and Cat Williams makes reference to um, saying that that joke was used to be the staple of his comedy routine, and that apparently him and Steve and Cedric have had a conversation about it.
Uh-huh.
But now Cedric is catching amnesia about the situation.
Yeah, he said don't line up.
Yeah, and and then Cat Williams went on to say specifically and exactly how it lined up. So it's a very interesting clip. I gotta, like I said, I wish we had it. But yes, that was pretty much the nuts and bolts of it. That he took a joke, and then years later, after that, and he definitely went in a few different directions and talking about, how.
So on
Go
the
ahead.
clip, was Cat talking or this was Cedric talking? Because I've seen both interviews.
Okay, this is
and
the one with Club Shay Shay is Cat.
yes,
I haven't seen the Club Shay Shay with Cedric.
I have.
So you're saying you've seen both?
Yes, I have.
So did he talk about that joke and things not lining up? Is that a familiar is that a conversation you familiar with?
Well, the thing is, Cedric addressed it very, quickly, and kind of said it went on. That it didn't align, and of course he's going to leave it open to saying that's not really the case. You know what I mean? So, Cat, and here's the thing, Cat gave this is when I did the joke first, so much so that it became this. And if you really want to look, you can go and look this stuff up. I've heard reference made that they have some videos that are side by side with Cat Williams doing it when he doing his what was the show that we used
BET
to,
Comic View, I think.
yeah, BET Comic View, doing the joke, and then of course you can see when Cedric does the joke. Joke stealing is prevalent within that industry.
What does prevalent mean?
Joke stealing, it happens.
Okay.
Prevalent meaning it happens. It's something that's a part of the process. It's a part of that.
As far as your understanding, are people in that world cool with it?
No, there's a lot of different, and the thing is, especially with the rise of social media, things like podcasts, things like YouTube, social media in general, people get to talk about stuff. You know what I mean? Think about it. Back in the day, if you didn't go to the comedy club, you may not see something or hear something. And then if you become prominent, and if there's no timelines, it might be a room full of people who only know that they've heard somebody else tell their joke and really be able to put a timeline with it. But now with, things being recorded per se, you can, there are more receipts available. So I think it's interesting. And I have a saying, anything you do in the dark gonna come to the light. Might not be tomorrow, might not be the next day after, might not be next year, but it's gonna come to the light. At some point, it's gonna creep its head up in the most inopportune and strange ways, and you be like, how did this person run into that person to say this to say? So I say just keep it funky, keep things straight, try to be, integral and do things on the up and up, and then you'll be all right. That's my goal of it. But as we were saying, because if you with social media, so a lot of comics have come out and have these type of conversations. They talk about jokes getting stole. Dave Chappelle has talked about it. Man, I forget his name. The one that DL Hughley said that was my partner. Man, he got benefits in my name. Dang, I almost said his name. Kirkland. Is it
TK?
TK Kirkland. He's talked about it in many spaces and places, and several other renowned comedians, and now Cat Williams is in that category. And then of course, Cat makes a very compelling argument because he talks about receipts and timelines and dates, and that I've seen this man and I've discussed this man, and it's been like, man, my bag type of situation. And then
Right.
and then he started throwing out stats and saying, well, okay. But that's maybe I'm gonna chill out and let you
No,
kind
I
of
mean, I think
finish
where
the
you
story.
going with it is perfect. I've never seen nothing too flagrant. The only thing I seen one time where I think it was like Joe Rogan and Carlos Mencia.
Hmm.
I think Carlos Mencia had been accused of doing some joke stealing at one point in time, and Joe Rogan, I want to say it was Joe Rogan, like walked up on stage mid his performance and basically was like, "Fam, stop stealing my jokes.
Say,
Like, this is getting old." And it
say,
really happened. Like I want to say it was Joe Rogan and Carlos Mencia. I'm pretty sure that's who it was, but yeah, I've seen that happen. Like to me, that's probably the most flagrant thing I've ever seen. I'll say this: I love Cat Williams. I love Cedric the Entertainer. They both have entertained me in some spectacles. I'm probably a little bit more biased towards Cat Williams, but um, I will say that sometimes he has displayed behavior I've been uncomfortable with. You know what I'm saying? He has some erratic behavior at times in which, you know, I'd like to give him the benefit of the doubt, but he does some stuff I think sometimes that makes me wonder, is everything going on all right in his personal life?
like
Um,
when you say behave, what kind of behaviors? Like
mm,
what did
like
you
for
say?
example, I'm pretty sure I've seen all his stand-ups. Um, I'm pretty sure I've seen all his stand-ups. I'm pretty sure. And
He's
so
done
like,
well, he's done 12 specials.
and he had a run too. Like he had a run like of 3 or 4 in a row where they were like epic. You know what I mean? Like they were
Right,
incredible.
right.
And at the end of that run was the last one. I think it was like the World War III thing or whatever he had. He was in like a gold fur on the front, I believe. It's a whole lot of gold on or yellow on, but
Right.
that special to me didn't hit like the other ones. The jokes
Okay.
didn't hit. I felt like it was, I don't know, it was weird. It just his air, his energy, his vibe, it's almost like with Richard Pryor, right? Like when you see Richard Pryor on stage and people tell you about the struggles he had in his personal life, like sometimes you can kind of see it, right? I'm not saying that he's up there looking like somebody on drugs, but sometimes people look like, people on drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like they functioning, but
I
it,
used to
am,
say,
am I wrong to say that? Is that a bad thing to say?
no, you said I'm gonna say he was up there looking like he was on drugs, but sometimes people be up there looking. I mean,
Like
looking like
like
they on
they
drugs.
on drugs. You know what I'm saying? So like that's one of the things with it where um I've never seen that with Cedric the Entertainer. I've never felt that about Cedric the Entertainer. Now, maybe Cedric the Entertainer is just Steve Harvey boy. And here's my thing, right? So I'm assuming that having writers is okay and joke stealing is not okay. That's what I'm gonna assume in the world of comedians. Like if you got writers, it's cool. Everybody had writers.
No, if
You know what I'm
both
saying?
people are benefiting off of it, then, or if there's agreement, you could buy a joke from another comedian. Now,
Mm.
no, now, because Dave Chappelle tells a story of he was a young comedian, had a joke, older guy came, um, he say, "Man, that was a really good joke." He said, "You mind if I borrow the joke?" And
How do you borrow a joke though?
he was like, and Dave Chappelle say, "Nah, nah, I worked hard on my craft, and that's my joke. It's hard to come by material that lands and hits."
Right.
So the older guy said, "Okay," went up there, And this when he was about 15, because he's been on the scene since he's about 14, 15, really
And
young.
he did it and did his joke, huh?
Yeah, and went up on the stage and did his joke, and it landed well. And Dave Chappelle went up to the guy and said, "Say, man, that's my joke. You can't take my joke." And he said the older guy looked at him and said, "Well, what are you gonna do about it?"
Right.
And he was a kid. He was like, and this guy was bigger than me, and he took my joke, and it's something he never forgot. The man is a juggernaut, but he can remember that. And he said, "I'm not." He didn't say the guy name, but he knows the guy name. And it's ironic because I bet that dude is still doing,
Still doing stand up.
No, you can always do stand up, but it's one thing like, you got you only going to go so far. Cause if they you get blackballed. That's why you need to treat everybody with some respect and some decency, man, because you never know who's gonna be where, who knows who, and how that's gonna affect you. But so if you take anything away really from I think a full spectrum of this, it would definitely be that say, man, you got to watch out how you deal with people. Now, did you go ahead? Go ahead.
That's a yes or no thing, right? And I hate to say that. I hate to be like the jerk, but treating people is only matters if you come down, right? So if you never come down, then how you treat people don't matter.
Oh, that's unique. I mean, I respect your perspective. I just
And I'm not saying that's what I
I
believe.
just don't
What
I
that
just
that
don't
ain't
agree.
how
Yeah,
I
I don't.
operate.
Yeah,
But what I'm
not-
saying is, for example, right? Like, does it matter how Oprah treat people? She Oprah.
I
Does it
mean,
really
no, that's why I say I
does,
can't.
does
I
it
mean,
really matter?
that's
Like
that's your
it might matter how Gail treat people, but I don't think it matter how Oprah treat people.
No,
Like
it's ironic
from
because Gail probably treat. I mean, I'm pretty sure Oprah treat people bad.
I'm not gonna assume. I just think that Oprah is Oprah.
I think Oprah slick, man. She
I
come
think
from a
Oprah.
she come from a generation and genre. It's like, nigga, oh, did I say that?
Yeah,
But that's the spirit in which they be moving. Like, I'm gotta get mine. I gotta get mine.
I think Oprah is one of them people that like she's been her for so long. She don't gotta be nobody else at any other time.
That's
And
true,
that's it.
and that's true, and that's true.
So I'm saying, like, when you
And I ain't say
people,
treat people
right?
bad. See, I
Like,
think that's where
I'll give you an example. Like Will Smith, right?
Mhm,
Slaps the mess out of Chris Rock, right?
mhm,
At that was the Oscars. Was that the Oscars?
mhm,
Emmys, whatever it is, but
mhm.
does it in a public forum, right? He's a guy that's gonna be hard to blackball because he's such a nice guy.
Who? Will
Will
Smith?
Smith, such a nice guy.
You don't feel like he's been blackballed at all?
No,
Okay.
like he may not be in the award, but they'll never
No,
stop making.
I think he
He,
has. I
he
think
has.
his pockets has taken a hit, and he has been blackballed. And I think it will be, and it may not be a total blackout because he was already global, so you can't totally shut him down. But I
I'm telling
think
you,
in certain
I've met,
spaces and places,
I've met the guy. He's such a
that's
he's
I,
such a nice guy that I think
bro.
that
He
his
slapped
he did
he slapped another nice guy
he did. But
in front of
here's the thing.
15 million people.
He
And
smacked a smaller guy, but we don't know if he smacked a nicer guy. Like we don't.
I
This is
think
what I'm
Chris
saying.
Rock is a nicer guy. And
We
I haven't met Chris Rock directly. But I have met him, I think like 1 or 2 degrees of separation.
I've never met Chris Rock. I have met Will Smith, and I can tell you that on a level on a magnitude of star, right? I've never met anybody who had this star power.
Now
Like
I
Will
tell you
Smith.
who I have met. I've met Cedric the Entertainer personally.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like
And
I worked on
he wasn't very gracious or
a lot of times they
inviting.
don't have, but that's what I'm saying, right? Like that's why I'm saying
Mhm.
on your way down, that's when it matters. But if you don't come down, it don't matter.
I mean, but I don't think Cedric the Entertainer was really ever that up.
Why would you say that?
That's what I just said, because that's what I think.
I disagree with you on
Especially
that.
compared to the circles of where he was. He had a sitcom. He's
He
done
still
some
has a
specials.
sitcom. Still got a sitcom.
Yeah, he doing okay. He doing okay.
He get TV money. Like that's his
Did you?
niche.
Yeah.
His niche is
But
TV money. And he's doing well at it.
so would you say Cat Williams and Cedric the Entertainer on the same level as far as stardom?
No. Cedric the Entertainer is definitely not as big a star.
Okay.
Um, I think Cedric the Entertainer had better opportunities at stardom because he had some movies where he was a star, right? Like The Cleaner or something. He had that movie The Cleaner where he was the main
Yeah, he
character.
had a few comedies.
So
Yeah.
he's
And
like
like I
he's
told you,
starred in a few movies, but he's like I'll be honest with you, like I don't think either one of them I
I
could
think he
watch.
did a
They
great he
could be
did
the
some like I love his scene in what's the movie with John Travolta? And hold on, let's do this, man. I know you know how me and you do. We get off schedule when we ain't got the
we just two brothers talking in the garage
you
at a
know what I'm talking
barbecue.
about.
That's the problem.
Yeah, so we go.
That's the issue
Let's hit these the comments real quick, man.
already.
Ben Sutter the third popped in on us. He said you can support BS3 Network by sending stars. Stars help us earn money to continue building the network. Thank you. Hey, if y'all don't notice, Ben Sutter the third puts the BS3 into the BS3 network. I appreciate the leadership opportunity. Salutes to you. And then we got Alexis Butler says, hey, is that how that go? I believe that's how that go. Probably not as much bass in her voice.
Say that again.
Nah, watch out. There you go. And that's my baby bird, everybody. That's my baby bird. One of my favorite people. And then she say, it's finally Wednesday. It is. Princess Reynolds. Hey, man. Hey, them seeds in the building, brother. Them seeds in the building. She said, y'all in here getting juicy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. We normally don't talk other people's business. So
yeah. I'm just saying, I'm here. I'm just here. Mr. Gilliard, Jeff Gilliard. Hey,
JG.
Hey, Tuesdays, 5:30. That dope cooking show. Hey, y'all need to check it out, man. I was watching, and I'm just saying, have your ingredients out. Get you some ground meat, get you some ground turkey, get you some good utensils, get you a bowl or something. He gonna hook it up. And I ain't even exaggerating. I'm being for real. It'll be tight. Hey, he said, what up, fellas? What up to you?
What they do?
That's
though?
My partner right there. Alexis Butler said, did Chris press charges? So they
That's a great question. I truly don't know.
Chris Rock did not press charges. But like we were saying, I believe Chris Rock is more strategic. And I'm telling you, I think that Will Smith is feeling the brunt of his decisions in other ways. Which
I don't think so.
Which I that's what I'm saying. I said in ways we can't see. We both just making assumptions because you don't know and I don't know. I just think that because he's done a few projects and they really have not gotten the push or the attention that they would typically get. He used to be much more prevalent even on social media, and that hasn't been as frequent. And I think people still was like that was a
I hate to say it, but I think that got more to do with his wife than his career, unfortunately.
I don't know, man. I think you hit another rich, prominent, well-known person in the industry. And I'm gonna tell you, because I thought that was real weak. I don't like bullies. Don't be tough like that. Other people have said it too. And this was just my own thing. I was like, really? But here's the deal. Will Smith, I felt bad for Will Smith. He had done and dealt with a lot, and I can't excuse that. I want him to handle it better. I'm like, but you got to take that out in another way and on another person. Why you ain't slap August?
Listen, man.
So it's like it's all the
you're
people
right.
to slap. You know what I'm saying, man?
But that's usually how I go, man. The
But he did not press charges, and they actually continued the dang show after. You know what? That is, and I'm gonna just so I can close out the comment. That is crazy, which I think was more of a disrespect and a blow
no, come on, knock it
to
off.
Chris
That's a
Rock.
first of all, first of
Bro,
all,
man,
a,
somebody slapped me, man. Come on, man.
Butler. Now you could say what you want, but keep it a buck and be honest, right?
What other way
Just
am
hear
I
me
gonna
out.
keep it?
Hear me out. An event, a non-black people event, might end with a slap. A black people event might keep going after a shooting. Tell me I'm wrong.
After a shooting?
For sure.
I wouldn't know, because if I'm somewhere where there's a shooting, I will no longer be there. I don't know if they continue the party or not.
So if I recall correctly, correct me if I'm wrong. You are the security bouncer guy. That's you, right?
I was, yes.
Okay. You ever broken up fights?
I absolutely have.
Have you ever kicked people out the club?
I have, and I have.
Did the club shut down after you kicked them out?
No.
You know why?
Because we got to make that money.
Because parties don't stop. That ain't we accustomed to a little.
But no, see, that's the thing.
What they call it?
There you go making assumptions.
Fisticuffs.
No, you're making assumptions about my bouncing experience, because it was not at a predominantly black establishment.
It don't have to be a predominantly black establishment.
No, it wasn't no black. Listen, it was 2 to 3 black people in there, and I was one of the 2 to 3.
Yeah, but my point
is, it was called Turkey Creek Bar and Grill.
My point is, right? You didn't throw nobody out and be like, "This is too much for me. I'm going home." You finished the night, right?
But if someone would have, but I've been at black parties. But I've been at black parties and guns were drawn, and I'm leaving. I'm not.
You are, but did the party stop?
I don't know, because I was gone. Is what I'm telling you.
You know it didn't stop, because you know that ain't none of us. You could sit here and act like it is. It ain't though. Come on, Wichita Falls.
Bro, no, you from Milwaukee. Milwaukeeans, hey, y'all rock like that. That's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I've been in clubs. I've been in Atlanta clubs and watched full 12-man brawls happen. And in 45 seconds, everybody is taken out of the back in the party.
So wait a minute. So maybe
to go.
Maybe you're making a comparison to try to show contrast. I'm speaking literally. You said a shooting. I'm like, I don't see the party continuing.
No, yes, I was exaggerating.
Yes, okay, got you. So now we'll come back. But I've definitely seen full fights, and then them you. Now I have dealt with that. I've been a part of that, and I've witnessed that.
And the dude who was putting on that event was a black dude.
Yeah, but that's not the bro. We're finna. You really finna try and compare.
I'm just saying that maybe if that
wasn't even, but that wasn't a fight, Mom. That wasn't a fight, bro.
It wasn't a fight because one of the participants wasn't willing. It should have been a fight. What?
Can you imagine?
Could you imagine getting slapped and continuing your speech? No, because what should have happened after he got slapped?
But Will Smith wouldn't have even walked up to slap me.
I think there's a lot of people.
He don't even know. I'm far too big, and he wouldn't. I think
there's some rocks. I think there's some rocks he wouldn't walk up on. I don't know if he'd walk up on Tony Rock.
No, he wouldn't walk up on no Tony Rock.
You know what I'm saying?
Tony Rock said as much.
Tony Rock,
he won't walk up on
Charlie Murphy. Like, it's certain dudes that he ain't walking up on.
So let me ask you this.
Cole.
So let me ask you this. Don't that listen, I'm a black man, and I seen Will Smith do this. Now, this is just me. I thought it was some like whole cake type activity. I don't like why beat up on somebody you can beat up on, when I know, and we've heard, and we've seen
now
other people.
Here's the thing. If we just look at it as a singular act, yes, Will Smith is all the way wrong. However, I feel like this. I feel like you know how they kind of tell us you never know what somebody else going through.
No, exactly. And I empathize with
And
him in that way.
I'll say this, unless we have a relationship, and yeah, you joked about my wife before, but that don't mean I was cool with it.
When you
So
should have talked to
I feel like we should probably have, either we should have some type of relationship, or you should say a joke that you could have said about anybody. You know what I mean? Like one of them jokes that's a universal joke where any you can't get mad because who no matter. You know what I mean?
I no, well, I can only look at it from my lens, right?
Right.
This is all this is all subjective. This is my opinion and my take on the moment, right? Because you're talking to someone who really empathized with Will. Like I didn't like when they was talking about him because I'm like, man, the dude is he's trying
You
to
empathize with Will after the slap?
no prior
Okay.
prior
Okay.
to. But you call people on the moments and okay, you were going through some things. Just because you was going through some things, that doesn't totally um that doesn't free you from the responsibilities or the fallout of the decisions you made
Hey
doing that.
man, I will say this.
And you hit like, man, bro, come on, man. You slapped this man you walked up on this. It was the most vulnerable he could be. Like, how does he handle that situation? You're twice, almost three times as big as him. You know what I mean? And he's hosting. So he's supposed to be, and every year for years, the host ribs everybody in the front right there. That's what they do. That's what they do.
But do we have some type of relationship? You see what I'm saying? Like for
So
example,
tell me,
bro,
what difference does that make?
because if we have a relationship, then I can respect where you're coming from. But let's say I don't like you, and now you're making jokes about my wife.
Nah, you can't dictate what Chris Rock says up there.
You're right, but I don't like you, so you can't dictate what
Man, you
happens to
can't get
you
up
after
and
you say something. After
man, you
that,
can't. Yeah,
like I don't
listen.
like you, right?
Okay, he wanted to
So
go
so
slap
for
him.
example,
He chose to go slap him.
you ain't never been nowhere, and you never been at an event, especially like a family event, where somebody go and be like, "I'm gonna go," but if they say something to me, it's on.
Yeah, I've heard. Listen,
Okay.
I
So
have.
what I'm saying
I
is,
think I may have uttered those words myself at a
there we
time.
go. So the thing about this is, like, if you have a relationship, then I feel like that don't happen. If you have some type of relationship,
You telling me
then
you don't
that
think
don't
Will
happen.
Smith and Chris Rock had some type of relationship?
I don't think that they are probably more than higher by dudes. Like they're probably one friend of separation off, but they probably don't mess with each other. Right? So it'd be like if me and you got a mutual friend, but I don't really rock with you.
I understand.
That's probably the relationship.
Probably. I well, here's
And I'm not
I
I'm not
we listen.
absolving Will, because
You know
for
what?
sure I'm not absolving Will, because for sure you picked on a smaller dude. Like it's bullying.
Yeah, and I think just the core of me is like, that's no, come on, Will. You know what I mean? And the fact that there was
And
guys
and
who
and
weren't
it,
small who had said worse.
and the problem that I really have with that situation is not that dudes have said worse. I think the problem is like there have been dudes who have said worse. You know what? It's not even about that. It's like at some point, it's hard for people to ignore you are being a sucker.
It's
Like
hard.
your wife dogs you out, and all you do is sucker shit behind it.
Exactly.
No, I'm serious. Like that's like it's hard at some point. Like we've all had somebody in our family or a friend where you like,
You play
you
too much,
know,
bruh. You play too much.
first of all, her opinion bias.
She said, hi. She said, "And my dad's number one." She said, hi, I'm my dad's number one fan. That's it. That's all, y'all. Have an amazing night.
I guarantee she ain't done talking. I knew it. See, I knew it. Have an amazing night, but she came right back with
She
another
said,
comment.
Chris shouldn't have been talking ish, But me personally, I think there's a whole deeper reason to Jada being bald. I think she might be actually sick, and I think they're hiding it. Well, no, she has alopecia, which is from you lose your
Listen,
hair.
I can't absolve Jada because this is how I feel about that situation.
Right? No, man, let's don't do. They're gonna be like, why are they talking about that? But we talking about celebrities and their because
I'm
we
just saying though, right? Could
no, I'm
you
just
imagine?
rehashing for the people who
Hold on,
came
though.
in late.
Hold on,
You
though.
know what I'm
Hold on.
saying?
Let me ask you this because we can never get away with this with Siobhan here. So let me ask you this, though.
Right.
Right? What do you think would happen if one of Alexa's friends was like, "What's up with your daddy?"
Say, man. I don't think Alexis is a
I'm
big.
just saying, like,
I have
I'm just
no.
saying, knowing your baby bird, right? Like, do you think your baby bird
I'm finna.
processes that
I'm
and
finna text
goes?
her. I'm finna text her.
Do
I'm
you
finna
think your
text her.
baby bird processes that and goes, "Girl, go get a life. That's my daddy," right? Or
I think. I
does your
think.
baby bird tell her friend you can't come around no more, and then go, "Daddy, guess what happened?" Like, do you think your daughter allows that information to even get back to you?
I think my daughter would allow the information to get back to me. Um, I think she would assess the individual. If it was one of her friends, it's going to be an absolute no. She might cut them off because she's going to find that to be a little bit disrespectful to her, and it might be comical too. First she'll laugh, then
Oh, it's gonna be
because
comical after the fact, though. It's not
she'll
gonna
be
be
like,
comical in
I
the
know
moment.
you got to be joking, but anyway, because she'll be like, you really thought I could see her doing that, but I would love to hear her what she would say. I would love if she don't have a clown or something
You
like
know,
that.
the sad part is there's no way that I could position that to flip it around and not make it seem creepy. Like, it just seems creepy to me. And
No, we
uh,
can't flip that around because I'm not finna. Yeah, so let's don't go there. Let's just stop while we're ahead. Knox, hold
Alexa
on.
said, what she say?
Hold on. Let's wait. We
Okay.
can't just skip over Princess. She
I'm
says
sorry, my bad.
Willow Smith also shaves her head bald, and normally people only do that in support of people who have a sickness. But you know them Smiths, some special kids, so I don't know.
Yeah, I can't even.
And Danielle, no, why? Because she telling the truth. I love it. She like, listen, they weird, they strange, they had this, yeah, their values and principles was a little different, and they were putting it out there. So if you put it out there, it can be critiqued, and other people get to share their opinion on what they think those values are, and some of the things those kids got involved in. But nevertheless, I
The
wish
comment,
best, I wish good on them and for them. I wish no bad.
the
So then.
comments and opinions expressed on this program
Ah, yeah,
are
it's beautiful. It's beautiful. We welcome them all.
not of
Danielle
Scotty
C
Knox.
says, "Didn't you guys hear that, that the slap was fake? Is that true?"
Yeah, I'm not going with that. I'm not going with
No,
that.
it was not fake. It wasn't fake. No.
I'm not going with his fake because I don't think under any circumstance you can get a black man to fake get slapped on television.
Right.
You know, I don't know if I don't know if there's a check fat enough to be like. So you want
But
him
he
to walk
took
up
it
to
like a
black
G
women?
though. He took it like a
Well,
G.
he took it like a professional. I can't say in no way is getting slapped. He took it like a G. I can't even allow that to
You
be.
know what I was saying, but
Yeah, but I can't even let that go.
he did keep.
I can't do it.
Nah, I mean to keep your composure and not break down and act a fool. I think that was G.
First of all, what choice did he have? Who was he gonna whoop?
It's a lot of different things he could have done and ways
What
he
could
could have
he have
acted
done?
that
What
he
could he have
did.
done?
No, listen,
I'm
listen to
listening.
me.
I'm listening.
There's a lot of different ways he could have responded and acted in that moment. I'm not saying he could have whooped Will or did so. There are a lot of other different ways he could have responded and acted in that moment
Give me three. Give
that
me
he
three.
chose not to. He could have walked the hell off the stage. He could have cussed back. He could have broke down and not kept reading the credits. A lot. There's three right there. So
All three of those scenarios hurt him though.
Like I said, I congratulate the man for acting. That to me, that was G. He kept his
I
mind
can't say
about it.
it's G. I
He
can't
kept
say
it
it's G.
okay.
Hey man,
Well,
listen, man, what does your mama always say, right? Your mama always says, either you're gonna take that whooping out there or you're gonna take that whooping in here.
my
But
mama
either
did.
way
She
it
did.
goes, you're
Oh,
gonna
you
take a whooping,
see
right?
why you telling my see? I done
No,
shared
I'm
some
not
with you.
talking about you. I'm just talking about black. This is a black mama thing. All
Oh
black
yeah,
mamas are
yeah. My
like,
mom was
hey,
like, yeah, you
either
finna
you
whoop
take the
them or I'm
whooping out
whooping
there.
you.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a black
absolutely.
mama thing, right? I swear, Butler, I was not pulling your business into the street. But I'm just saying that's a black mama thing, right? So I say that to say this, right? Like
Yeah,
that's
I know.
not
I read that comment too.
hey, if that's a black mama, right? Chris Rock gotta go back out there and fight. You can't just get slapped and go in the house after a
Say,
slap. It
man,
is cool.
that dude is a multi-millionaire with a brand to protect.
That's also who he got slapped by. A multi-millionaire with a brand to protect.
Well, we ain't worried. We talking about Chris Rock at the moment. When you playing checkers, jumping all over the board. Chill out. What I'm saying, I'm talking about Chris Rock and his response and how G I thought it was, and you made it clear. I can't keep that. Ain't G.
No, it's not G.
Getting sleep.
You can call it a lot of things, bro. I just can't let it be G. Professional.
I
He's
feel
a professional. Yes.
I feel
but
right
a
now.
G,
I thought it was G to keep it
absolutely not. Nothing. There's nothing G about getting slapped.
Yeah, I know. It was one of my tools because if you steal a cat and you knock him out, they always lie and say, "Man, he snuck me." He snuck me.
Cheap shot for
but
sure.
If you slap them,
the most disrespectful. Listen.
And then you back up and say, "Okay, space and opportunity. What you want to do?" And then they don't do nothing.
Listen,
I gave you every chance, and we know where things stand, and we can go from there.
Somebody who snuffs you, even worst case scenario, somebody who snuffs you is worried about the outcome after the hit. You know what I'm saying? Like
I hear you.
They got to sneak you.
I hear
just
you.
in case it really turned into a fight.
So
they got the first one off.
That's why slapping was my preferred
go-to. I'm 1
so
million.
So nobody could lie.
This is reiteration
and get it confused.
Yes, this is reiteration. I'm saying to you, like as somebody who knows, I'm sure you slapped people in your past, right?
Who me?
Oh, listen, the butler. I know you've done it. I know you served up a slap or two.
See what I'm saying? See, that's why I told you I'm not sharing anything else because you're gonna find a way to bring it into the forefront. Man, hold on. Let me get to this comment. Princess Renner said, I bet you my dad can tell you what his child would do if somebody asked me what's up with my daddy.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, and I could be 1,000% wrong, but Princess is gonna clown. I'm telling you, Princess is gonna call me and be like, "Dad, you'll never believe what such and such said." Like Princess is gonna call me and tell me because I already know because she's gonna have to tell me how she clowned them. You know what I'm saying?
She's gonna tell you how she clowned them. So she would clown.
Oh, for sure. Oh, she's gonna clown 1,000%.
So Alexis, if you listening. The question that Scott, he said, man, Eric, he said, we never get to do this if Shawan was on here. So
yeah.
He said, so what would happen if one of Alexis's friends wanted to holler at you? Is that what you said, bro?
So Alexis, if one of your girlfriends was like, "What's up with your daddy?"
What's up with your daddy? That's how he said.
Are you passing that information along to your daddy, or are you grabbing that water hose and putting a knot in it? as Wichita Falls would say.
No, man.
Stick in the pot.
Say, man, leave with.
Hey, man, I got stick in the pot.
Yeah,
stick in the
man,
pot.
There you go.
Stick in the pot.
Stick in the pot, man. Get your stick out the pot.
See, that's Wichita Falls.
Say, LOL. She say, what exactly is getting back to my dad? Oh, okay. I think she had missed it. She said, what?
You know what? This is how I know you and your daughter are related.
Oh, yeah. See? She said it really goes to show Chris is professional and he most definitely could have reacted differently. But when you're in a whole another caliber, level, environment, space, etc. Yes.
So here's where I disagree with you and Alexis. Real quick, hold on. This
Okay,
is where I
go back.
disagree with you. This is where I disagree with you and Alexis. I don't think Chris Rock has any other recourse of action.
He does.
Let me finish. Because all of his recourses of action are worse. He would look worse.
You keep making my point, Knox. You're making my point.
There's only one recourse of action if someone slaps you.
No, I think everybody in there would have understood if he was like just turned and walked away.
If they would have been on a public basketball court, Chris Rock would have gone to the trunk.
They would.
That would have been that'd have been the only option. But my point is because, and you are validating this point as a slapper, right? If I slap you, I'm not worried about the retaliation.
Wires.
I'm just saying, if I slap you, I'm not worried about what you're gonna do back. I slapped you. I'm not worried about the retaliation. That's why you got slapped. You know that, Butler. That's why the people you slapped, that's why you chose to do it. Because you was like, listen, I could knock you out.
These are a lot of different days.
You're not going to learn a lesson if I knock you out.
My freshman year in college,
I'm so bad.
I had a physical discussion with a gentleman, which required stitches, right? So, there was mention that they were snuck and they didn't get an opportunity, which is not true. I do not like being lied upon. You know, your reputation is important and it precedes you. And I didn't want to be lied on. Like, I don't sneak people. I don't do that. So, and also he had to get stitches. So there was some,
slap?
No, through the physical conversation we had my freshman year. So to adapt, because I'm talking about it was serious. It could have been a lot. He got stitches. You know, his daddy came down. He was mad, and it was really ironic. I'm gonna tell you, he had a cousin that attended the school as well, and I can't make this up, man. This is a true story. So his cousin was weird too. He was, he had the colored contacts. Only dated.
Definitely a no for me.
Man, I know exactly. And his hair was slick, man. Like he had it slicked on his head. And
wait, what year was this?
This is in the 90s, man.
Because I'm from
early 90s.
I'm from where they had
93.
I'm from where we had newbies, so I can't talk about people with slick heads.
I got you. Where I was from. So, and he liked
Nouveaux,
and he liked to date individuals without melanin in their skin. So, and that's all he would deal with.
Oh, he was pimping.
I got you. And he had two of them with him in this instance. So you get on the elevator. They don't know me. They just heard about what happened to their cousin. They've seen their cousin, but they don't know who I am. I get on the elevator. They're behind me, him and these two ladies. And so I'm listening, we in the elevator. Can't help but hear. And they was like, man, I can't believe what happened to so-and-so. And he was like, yeah. He say, it's on, man. It's on we're going to get that cat. So I can't believe he did that, man. But when I see him, it's going down. And he really like hyping him up. And he was like, yeah. He was like, just don't know. And I was like, I said, this can't be happening because I'm like, you don't know it's me. Say when I see him. And he didn't say it's on site. It wasn't that time. We didn't have that term, but he was like, when I see him, it's going down. Okay. So as soon as we get to my floor, I step off and I hold the door. And I said, well, you want to come out and do it right now? And he was confused and they were confused. And then he realized, oh, I'd be like, yeah, I'm Eric Butler. He was like, what you gonna do? Step off and come on. And I looked, and I was a different cat then. And I looked at both of them and chuckled. And I said, but that's about what I thought. And then I moved my hand and left the elevator. I was like, if they still gave him some, shame.
You have to. You gotta help him get his confidence back after that.
No, man. I promise you they ain't give him none. I promise you. He got a little bored right there. And if they did, they trash. But anyway,
not a little boy.
Man, come on.
That's pretty funny. For the record, Alexis said that would never happen. We see, and this is why I'm saying this is your daughter, right?
Right.
Because she knows how to dodge the question. Like she figured, like, I'm not gonna answer it. I'm gonna dodge it. So instead of telling you how I would react to it, you went to route your daddy and said, "Well, I don't have to answer that because it would never happen."
She can't answer it because it's not feasible to answer because there's no points of references to register to give you a scenario.
So listen, this is hilarious. Did you read this?
Princess Reynolds said, "Definitely getting clowned because you can't be serious. The only MF my age, my daddy gonna be spoiling is me." And she'll get slapped for thinking otherwise. Wait a minute, Princess. Not because, hey, I think that's a violation, the age difference, but you are not going to interfere with my flow of interactions. You're going to get in the way, and I can't.
You can't find your own plug.
That's
what's wrong with my. That's what's wrong with my family.
That is hilarious.
See, instead of my happiness being the subject,
is holding true
to form. This is supposed to be about my happiness, brother.
Right. Comey Media. Hey, what's going on, man? I appreciate you being in the building. He said, "Good evening, gentlemen." He said, Chris Rock's brother, Tony, wanted to throw those bows. He did. I think he said everything he could about Will. I think he might have talked about his kids too right after to try try to goad Will to come out and do something. He said, man, he was skating on the stage.
No, I think at that point, right, because you slapped me, there's nothing, I can't whoop you back, right? So now I'm fair game to do whatever I want to do. I can talk about you. I'm a comedian. So now anything's fair game. You slap me. I don't got to, hey.
And, David Chappelle is somebody I watch a lot of. And it's not necessarily his comedy. I love
You watch his new one? You watch his new one?
Yeah, I did.
I haven't. Is it good?
He hasn't done anything bad.
So it is. It's as par. It's par as par for the course.
See, now I'm finna do what us butlers do.
Do what you butlers do.
It's you saying you're asking me, is it good?
Is it par for the course? Is it normal Dave Chappelle? Did you after you watch it, did you feel like, yep, that's Dave Chappelle, or did you feel like,
nah, you're gonna feel like, yep, that's Dave Chappelle.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's a different question than what you asked before. Because see,
good,
yeah, because good is subjective. I may have
not Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle.
As I was saying,
is it not?
Asking someone if it's good or bad is subjective. Because what I may think is good, you may be like, yeah, or you be like, man, no, that was better than that was great. So
okay, but it's a debate. But what I'm saying is Dave Chappelle's Dave Chappelle, right? It's like his last 4 specials have been A1.
He did not disappoint me.
There you go, Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is Dave Chappelle. See how when I told the story about Cat Williams earlier, I was like, hey, that last special, right? That's what I'm asking you. Like, is there a difference? Are you looking at it like,
that's the very last one he did, I was kind of like, it was kind of like.
Are we talking about Dave Chappelle?
No, Cat Williams. He kind of just, because I was at first, I was like, Cat, where you going? But he speaks very plainly because he was
he talked about like, women's vaginas.
Right.
And I was like, this is cool, bro, but this ain't 30 minutes
I was
worth
like,
of conversation.
That's not. Yeah, I was waiting for the deep.
He got stuck in neutral. And I love Cat. I bought my mom a Cat
and it might have happened. That happens to them. Yeah, that might have happened. So,
but I bought my mama Cat Williams tickets for Black Friday.
I remember you mentioning that.
She said she had a time. So
that's what's up.
Cat, and my mama is not a stand-up type of. I'm the stand-up dude. Like I could watch stand-ups back to back. I love stand-ups.
But she really enjoyed it.
My mama like Cat. You know what I'm saying? My mama enjoys Cat. So
pause, man.
You pause my mama?
No, pause on you.
You pause my mama, really. You pause my mama.
Oh, that man, see you trying to pull it out of me.
Grow
You
up, but pause. Pause.
really
Now that's a pause. Yes, you trying to pull it out of me as a pause. That's terrible. You need to
man.
grow up. Grow up, brother. Do better. Be more responsible with your free time. You're trying to pull it out of me. That's disgusting. Super pause.
Alexis says, I don't have to answer because the company that I keep around me know me for real and know to never play with me like that. I try to tell you.
Why is your friends shooting? They trying to knock your daddy down a bad thing? I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, Alexis. I'm saying if one of your, let's say your friends who are a smidge older, your 30-year-old friends is like, "What's up with your daddy?" You ain't gonna plug him. You should be like, it depend on the friend.
That's what I would hope. Yeah.
But I'm saying, I don't think your daughter is plugging you with none of her buddies.
She is not plugging me with none of her buddies.
I don't think your daughter ever wants to, come by and drop by for brunch and
it'd be somebody
at the table with one of her buddies if she didn't invite him.
Comey Media says, my father said to me a long time ago, choose the hills to die on.
Hey, what we just talking about that?
Yeah, we did. If Rock decided to go UFC fight with Smith at the Oscars, society would have negatively talked about him as much. And I think so. And now here's a bigger picture.
You think so, Butler?
I think Chris Rock really saved us as a greater as a
culture,
as a monolith, as all of us together.
I'm sorry, as a what? I need to write that down. As a what?
A monolith.
Okay, we're gonna verify that spelling after the show, but that's definitely one in the book of Butler. Monolith.
Now I think he saved us in that because man, think about it. Two prominent rich black men arguing and fussing, and it break out on the stage at the Oscars, bro. Those that hate us and look for any kink in our armor, who won't allow us to really fully engage in the full human experience, would have taken to the streets with that one. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Hey, I don't agree with you, Butler. I don't agree with you that he saved us. I don't think that. And you could disagree with me because you could say, "Oh, they'll just say it's black people acting up."
I do.
But if that had been two white men, that'd have been a punch and not a slap.
Oh, that's a whole different turn.
I'm just saying. And white America.
But ironically,
that's right. You know said something about my wife. I'll come up there and punch you in the face too, buddy.
But ironically, that's hypothetical because we've never seen two white men do it.
Oh, they've done it.
Not at the Oscars.
I ain't got the research.
Not at the Oscars. Yeah, and there's been other
definitely
events.
in a public forum for sure.
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah,
and two high class white men, I'm sure, one has punched another one in the face. Especially when you bring women. All women got to do is being involved.
I mean, in the halls of Congress, I think there were some things, but that might have been in England and in some other area, but not in the United States. Because I would have relished that one. I'd have been like, look at y'all.
Hey, Alexis say, and let's say my friend was jokingly. First of all, we're not saying jokingly, but I get what you're saying. Let's say jokingly asking me, she getting cut off immediately because don't play with me like that.
See what I'm saying?
So this is what I'm saying. So here's what I'm saying, right? Look at how many levels this whole Jada August thing is terrible. Like, it's terrible. Like, what are you doing sleeping with your friends, your children's friends?
That should have been, bro, that should have been the end of discussion. That's the problem right there, man.
Like I've always taken pride in, and I don't know if I've ever had this discussion with my oldest child, but like I've always taken pride in like being the dad you can have your friends around and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to worry about me being creepy or your friends being uncomfortable because I know some dudes are weird and creepy and I get it, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
Nah, I'm old school, bro. I don't hang like my daughter. That's my partner. I hang with her. But her and her friends, if they're doing their thing, I'm not hanging with them. Now we may go do something that's like, hey, we all going bowling. Dad, can my friends come to while we're going bowling? So they may be able to come to my
Would you go like out of town with your daughter's
no
friends? I would.
go out of town like where?
Like Vegas.
I don't know. I think no. I think not.
Like if my daughter was like, I'm gonna bring 2 friends, I could bring like, let's say if I was dating somebody, like I'm not saying guys and
Yeah.
girls, but
Okay.
I
Got
could bring
you.
like somebody I was dating.
Okay.
And I could
Yeah.
hang out with my daughter and her friends in that capacity. I would be cool with that.
I think I'd be cool with it. I don't know if my daughter would really want to do that. She may, and you know, but I'm
I
not
can tell you
against
now,
that.
my daughter would love to go to Vegas with me.
Yeah,
I already know.
I think we'd have a
But
good
we,
time.
like you
But
said,
I
we
think she
wired
would.
differently.
I think she would. Comey, and what we're gonna do, man? Let's get through these comments because we really at the end of the hour. Comey
Time to
Media
go.
says physical discussion, Butler. How hard did those words hit him?
Because we know you're not hitting nobody with words.
Hey man,
Butler.
it split the skin in the
You
scapula.
give spelling bee a whole new meaning.
Yeah, but I you know, I'm a much calmer soul now though. I'm a much calmer soul, brother. Princess Reynolds says, I know that's right, Alexis, talking about what up with your daddy. No, what up with you? Because you have to be stupid. Alexis is laughing out loud. She say, she quoted Princess said, the only MF my age, my daddy gonna be spoiling is me. And Alexis says, exactly, Princess.
Hey,
I can see her.
That ain't none of that jokes.
Oh, Kobe B said he dug the milk of magnesia. Got you.
Ha! Yeah. Y'all terrible.
He say, this is the moment that fool knew he effed up. You know what? One day I'm gonna tell you this, Comey. I'm gonna tell the whole story one day. Exactly how it went down. Because I don't like violence. I really don't.
I don't like violence.
But it's there's a time for everything under the sun. It just is.
Absolutely.
Like I'm not going to pursue violence, but I'm going to be prepared to distribute it. Most definitely. One, to protect myself and to protect those and the things that I care about and that I'm responsible for. So you got to have it in you. Like I promise you, I can have a baby in one hand that I'm protecting, and then I'll be choking somebody to death with the other one. I'm just that dude. There's a duality of life like that.
Sure.
Princess Reynolds says, you can be happy. She said, you can be happy, but it's gonna be with I think she said it ain't gonna be anywhere than her friends. She said, if I feel like I can beat up my 20-some-year-old stepmom, your happiness is in jeopardy anyway.
Bro, what am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do with this child of mine?
Oh, this is hilarious. Princess Reynolds says, I want to see the Dave Chappelle special live in Milwaukee.
Oh, she said I went to see.
Oh, I went to see it. Oh, yeah, it was great. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Alexis says, wait. Princess has me rolling. She got me rolling over here too. She say, let me go on somewhere before I get in trouble. Before, man, the trouble started with your second. Princess be coming in with the bangers. Bang. Say, Knox, stop playing with my father.
Pause. I'm pausing your daughter for that.
Say, man.
Pause.
No, say, man.
Unacceptable. Y'all gotta grow up.
She say, sounds more like a client. She say, if it's a client, I wouldn't care.
I didn't ask you about no client.
But we would never be friends, though.
Hey, it wasn't one of Willow's, or what is it? What's his name? Not Willow. What's the other one? Jaden? Yeah, it wasn't one of his clients. It was one of his friends. His mama was sleeping with.
Her answer was her answer there. Kobe Media said, Butler, say you hit the nail on the head. Chris Rock made the right decision, although getting slapped on international television is embarrassing.
Comey Media, you wouldn't have made the right decision. How about that? You wouldn't have
Yeah,
made the right
he say
decision.
writing down super pause. He said, I like that one, Scotty.
Yeah, man. Man, Butler
Kobe
was
Media
wilding.
said, don't get me started on a woman around 50 sleeping with her son's friend. Imagine. He said if Will got outed for
For
sleeping with
knocking
one of
down one of
Willow's friends,
what?
heck no.
What?
Yeah, man. That was
That's what I'm
bro,
saying. That's what
bro.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's a double
That's what I'm
standard
saying.
conversation. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, we'll break, man. Things get broken. We had that
I'm
conversation.
trying to told you.
And Princess Reynolds says, we going to Vegas, Dad. We lit.
I told you. I told you. My daughter would love to be in Vegas with me because she already know we turn it up.
Alexis says, it has never crossed my mind, but I wouldn't mind hanging out with my dad, with my friends, as long as he has company, like a woman.
See, as
like
long as you got your own company, you
Right.
can hang out with her buddies. It's cool. It ain't weird. See,
she said, Knox, don't start with me. You super Paul. So y'all trying to bring out that light. Y'all,
I had to pause you. You butlers be
you
wildin'.
super Pauls.
You butlers be wildin'.
Chris Restaurant said, all right now, not too much on my dad. Everybody calm down.
Take it easy.
Princess, I can't wait to meet you. Cause me and you we gonna argue. Cause listen.
Hey, she a Scorpio. She
Yo,
got all night.
You and your father start things. Both y'all walk around with wooden spoons taped like slid up in y'all the wrist, up in the sleeve of y'all shirt, and y'all be ready to whip them out and get to stirring.
Hey man, I ain't never walked in nowhere and picked on anybody in my
Whoa.
life.
Hold on. She say, my friend love my dad. That's everybody best. Yeah, Knox is definitely a fun guy. Yeah, good spirit, good energy.
Happy trees. Happy trees.
Laughing my A off. She said, all right. I like you, Princess. Hope to meet you one day. That was being nice. Talking about Princess back up off her dad without saying back up off her. I know I speak Alexinese, okay?
Alexinese.
She say that's okay. Me and Pops got them hands. We want all the smoke.
Hey man, she speak for herself. I'm an old man.
Knox. No, Knox is already Princess. Knox already gave me the goods. He say, listen, my daughter don't play. So
you know that's the homie, right? That's the homie right there.
She gonna let it fly. So
hey,
I'm all good. Princess,
I can tell you this.
You belong to Knox, so you good with me. I don't want no smoke, no violence, no nothing.
It don't matter who you are. You will not have a relationship with my daughter and simultaneously talk bad about me. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. You could be anybody. You could be, and we have some,
I'm just gonna keep my stories about old because Alexis is a sweet, kind soul. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
because if you get
she'll cut you.
Listen, because if you get to find out, you'll just get to find out.
I already know. Listen, her daddy slap people. That's enough for me.
Whoa.
Her daddy slap people, so I know
that's how you feel. Okay.
No, but in all seriousness, though, like, the one thing I do know about the youngest of the Butlers is that, like, her ability to communicate. It's like I told you, y'all got that.
Why our daughters in here going at it, man? Y'all stop right now. Look, we got. Y'all chill out, because neither one of them go back down. Neither one of them. Y'all chill out now.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
And I'm gonna be like, Knox, look what you done started.
How you gonna blame me? I was just happy to be here. This whole Is It Wednesday thing.
Princess says, she said, I'm nice, but I don't play about my daddy. So I protect him like he protect me.
Hey, she'll tell you.
Lex say, we don't want no smoke, but we handle it if it needs.
I don't even know what's happening no more.
That's what I said. And I blame you, Knox. That's what she said. She said, oh, I respect that. They on the same page, man.
Hey man, well at this point in life, y'all against us is like Will Smith versus Chris Rock. So you already know. If you I'm just gonna talk bad about you after the fact. I ain't hitting you back, but
He said, "Us, that they're really gonna try to regulate me to either one of them. I'm not involved in a situation.
I'm
You
just
know
saying.
who we are?
Who?
No,
We the butlers.
no, we Denzel Washington over there went over there and said, "Hey man, you need to calm your ass down."
You talk about
You,
Equalizer 3?
hey, all of them.
Hey, they all. Hey, they are all. You know, Denzel
Listen,
is.
the Equalizer 3. Hey, if you ain't watched it, you want to watch it, you better log off
I
now.
like feisty
No, I'm not
Denzel.
going to tell the movie, but what I like the element of it, it was a scene in there where he was like, "Listen, I love his approach." He was like, "Listen, um, I like this town. I like these people.
Hey, so real quick,
and I like this
we
piece,
we
and I don't want
we
you, and you can't."
we gotta get out of here.
Yeah, and he
I gotta
said, "We
ask you a
can't."
question real quick though, because we
Oh,
didn't review nothing. Let me ask you this real quick.
oh,
So I sent you a picture of the man who wore the shirt of his wife cheating on him.
you did.
Okay, so real quick, if you haven't seen this on social media, there's a picture of a guy who blew up a screenshot of his wife basically giving fellatio to her lover, and he put it on a shirt and he wore it to her job. So my question to you, Butler, is
No.
if you are the guy she was cheating with, do you do anything other than leave work that day? Like, what do
I
you
love
do?
that, princess. I love that. What you say, Knox? You say if I'm the guy that she was cheating with,
Yes. And this dude shows up to the job.
do I leave work?
Do you just do you leave work?
No, nobody's going to be able to tell because all they can see is
But
in
you
a
know.
mile.
But you know.
bro, I would be shocked like even if I knew it was me, I would act shocked like everybody else and be like, "That's crazy. Hey man, that's offensive. Hey man, you gotta go with that and then get back at the computer and be complaining with other people. I can't believe he did that, man. Sharon need to be more careful. See, that don't even make no sense. Man, we can't, man, black love, man. Just another one bites the dust. That's crazy. And just kept on keep it pushing, bro. Keep it pushing. What I'm not going to do is get mixed up in your shenanigans. Your petty play. Hey, do your thing. But bro, I'd have been shocked. I'd have been like, "What is this? What is going on out here? This is crazy."
Oh man. Oh, that was so great. Thank you, sir.
Bro.
I think my pain meds have officially kicked in.
We can't do this to the people. We got about 3 minutes. What would
bro?
What would you do?
Oh, listen. If I'm the guy who I know she's cheating with, I gotta get a front row seat.
That was
I gotta get a front row seat.
What's a front? Wait, explain a front row seat.
Meaning like
you finna stand there and watch and see what happens.
Right.
You're gonna get called out. See, you don't even know how to maneuver right
now. No. But what I'm saying is,
because she is not finna take that embarrassment by herself. And if you in close eye proximity, she gonna call you out, bro. She gonna call you out.
Listen, if you were, because the way the shirt was, you could only, it was her blown up. You could only see her head and what she was doing. Right?
Hold on. No, this is what you need. She say, "Dad, get off this podcast right now."
But this is what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, if I know that's me on the other end of that shirt, right? If I know that's me, I'm gonna be like 2 rows behind the action, but I'm right there. I gotta get all that. I gotta see all that happen. Because I need to see how cold you are at bold-faced lying to your husband. Like, I need to see that.
Well, she can't bold-faced lie because the truth is on his shirt. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, so we out, man. Listen, let's go, man, because we violated all of the timelines and the whole nine. Hey, everybody that was in the everybody that's viewed us, because we see the numbers, man. Thank you. Really appreciate you being here. Those who were commenting, interacting with us, thank you so much. Hey, Princess, love you, sweetie. Alexis, you already know. Me and you against the, hey man, against the world. And to our viewers, y'all, us against the world. So do all of those things that you know that kind of support content creators and podcasts. Like hit the like button if you would, please. Share. Make sure you go to the BS3 network, and then also subscribe so you can get the notifications of when we pop on. Share it with other people. They may like it, they may not. They may join, they may not. But if you just put in the effort, it would really make a make a big splash and a positive move for us. Hey, this has been Is It Wednesday Yet? We're going to give a shout out to our co-host, Adrian Shawan.
Miss you, baby. Miss you.
Yeah, absolutely. Always, man. And so we'll see you on the next go round. Everybody take care of yourself. Happy New Year to you. We claim that 2024 is going to be everything that you need to be in plus. And we claim that in the matchless power and name of I'll say the source, God, Yah, the trees, bees, sun, moon, stars, whatever it is for you. All right. We holla.